Tonight we start Week 9 with a good one in prime time, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
Ready? Warriors 70, 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks, 79 Broncos.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
This defense for the Steelers, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Out of the gun to give to Spears.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
From the gun, here's Willis.
That is caught by Cohen. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. A first down carry for Henry. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Ready.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
The tackle by Cole Holcomb. You look at this Steeler defense.
Currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
And I know, just like me, you're fired up about this one because this is the irresistible object and the immovable force. They're going head-to-head, #1 versus #1. I've talked about that running backs renaissance for a while. Can they slow these guys down? Where's my helmet? I want to play.
Jeez, you are fired up. Something's got to give.
Willis is that's taken in by Okonkwo.
Will be a gain of 5. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that were extra pep in their step. You go to them early on.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 25-yard line. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Set. Let's go.
On the delay, here's Harris.
And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 3rd and 9. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley.
And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Play action, here's Willis.
Caught by his tight end, Wesco. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Hawk 70. Mustang 19.
2nd down, here's Willis.
DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Here's Willis now off the play fake.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, my, you know that's one they so wanted to have back. I mean, they did everything right. Got the linebackers commit on the play action. He just flat out missed.
Ready,
2nd and 10. Off the option, here's Henry.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
3rd down and 6. Third down, it's Willis.
Touchdown! Derrick Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Ready up.
Gets this out wide to Pickens.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
On the return is Cohen. And bulldozing his way through. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running left, it's Henry. There's a nice move. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Viking 18. Drop 60. Drop 60.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. This is caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now, because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat. So,
and he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
15-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. 17-0 our score after one. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Pickett. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton.
And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
First down 10 at the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
50 Bobcats. Go.
Play fake. Here's Willis.
And it's a Titans touchdown.
Traylon Burks
From 19 yards away.
And the Titans continue to pull away here this first half.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
To the air on 1st down with Pickett.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Oh, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game.
Picked by Kevin Byard.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Henry. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here's 3rd and 3.
go 80.
Now Willis on third down.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
At the 28-yard line.
Let's go now. Hustle, hustle.
A handoff, running left, Henry. Breaks a tackle. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Wesco, the tight end, making the catch. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Willis headed left off the option.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Got it. Ready?
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Ready?
Now Willis.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release.
Well, they're able to come away with the interception, Charles. They aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, you have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6. They'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Second and 7. Now Pickett.
To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down.
Looking to throw. Pickett. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 28. A gain of 22.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably...
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing on second and long.
Pickett. That swung out wide to Harris.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Back to throw. Pickett.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Titans are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
First and 10, Willis.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Second down, Willis looks to throw here.
His throw incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready?
This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. On the return is Peterson. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
55 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 3. Pickett will look to throw it here.
Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Jeffrey Simmons able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Pickett back to throw. Completes this one to Pickens.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Steelers' 1st down, it would appear. And yes, the chain gang going to move the sticks. They take a risk on 4th and 4, but they get it by a full yard.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard.
He's to the 15.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
But Pickett finding Johnson there. First down, Steelers. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard. That deficit probably a little too much to overcome. But completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Again, it's Johnson.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now a 2nd and 10.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Let's go.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Get it. 70 Timberwolves.
Willis looking to throw it.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look.
On third down, here's Spears.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A pretty good mark there. They needed 14. They got 14 on third down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's Spears on second down.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
84 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he works free. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Okay.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
And here's a give to Spears.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Tyjae Spears with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's another carry for Harris. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, you're making everyone else on offense happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Now Pickett will look to pass it. Got an open man. It's Pickens.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Here's Pickett on 2nd down.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Davion Taylor coming in from that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
A throw left side, caught by the tight end, Freiermuth.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 4th down.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food, because that is something that you and I really enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we can probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Here's Pickett. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
119 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Smash, smash. Check smash, check smash.
They run again with Harris.
He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Pickett sets up play action. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Room here to run. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
That's good for a Pittsburgh Steeler. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Pickett.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Monty Rice.
There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
What impressive performance just became a little bit more impressive. Here's they add yet another score to the ledger late in the fourth quarter.
And not much has stopped them at any point in this game, partner. This is just an old-fashioned blowout right here. They probably could have put the brakes on themselves, but they elected not to and played this one all the way out.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And Johnson going to have a Steelers first down as the tackle made at the 42.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Harris running straight ahead.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
A gain of 15 yards.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their